You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
Imagine this, guys. You actually get a job, and you go to the job, and they tell you your job description and the rules you must follow. And you disagree with those rules. What do? What do you do? You know, especially if you're like in law enforcement, how about enforcing the law? If you don't want to enforce the law, guess what? Quit and leave. That's what you should do. Now, if you are an NFL player and you want to play in the NFL, but you don't want to abide by the rules, you don't want to listen to your coaches, leave. That has now seemed to be the case with former Bears safety Charles Peanut Tillman. Now, guys, he has been out the NFL for a while. However, I didn't know he was actually working for the FBI. Yes, this man was in the FBI, but not anymore. Not anymore. Charles Peanut Tillman was on with Ryan Clark, my goodness, of all people, and he confirmed he has now quit the FBI. Why? It's because the president of the United States, Donald Trump, is demanding that they actually enforce the law. No, I'm not making this up, guys. I'm not making this up. The man is triggered because Trump wants to enforce immigration law. You can't make this up, folks. Now, I will say this. I'm glad that Peanut Tillman has now left the FBI. Even though I believe, immigration enforcement is mainly with like Homeland Security. But still, if this man doesn't want to enforce the law, get out of law enforcement. Get out. That's all you need to do. But let's go ahead and get into this, guys. This is pretty wild. Here we go. Right over here. It's Bears safety. Charles Tillman quit FBI over disagreement with Trump's immigration crackdown. Yeah, I guess Peanut Tillman wants all these illegal aliens to remain in the country. Yeah, the law says if you're actually here in the country illegally, you got to go. But there's something about these leftists, man. I guess he had no problem staying in the FBI when Joe Biden was in there, when the floodgates opened into this country. He actually stayed on the job. It wasn't until Trump came back that he said, nah, I don't like this enforcing the law thing, so I'm going to quit. Says here, former Chicago Bears safety Charles Peanut Tillman says he left the FBI over a disagreement with President Trump's immigration policies. On a recent episode of ESPN host Ryan Clark's podcast, The Pivot, Tillman said that his initial understanding was that the Bureau would be targeting illegal alien criminals and felons wanted for violent crimes. Newsflash. Every illegal alien that crosses the border is a criminal. They may not be violent criminals, but still, they need to go too. Yeah. So let's watch this clip, guys. And by the way, he's getting cooked over here in the comment section, guys. Getting cooked. Yeah. But anyway, let's go ahead and play this clip. Here we go.
When you're asked to do something that doesn't sit right with you, you're asked to do something that isn't part of your constitution as a man, how do you deal with those situations when the job is so important, but also continuing to be the man you know you are is important as well?
So one of the reasons, well, let me start off by saying this. FBI was great to me. I did awesome. I worked with an amazing group of individuals. I think what some of the things that they're doing now, I personally didn't agree with.
Like what?
immigration. Like, I didn't agree with how the administration came in and tried to make individuals do things against it didn't sit right. An example being immigration, right? Everybody was told you're gonna go after like the most dangerous criminals. But what you see on TV and what actually was happening is like people weren't going after that, and personally that didn't sit right with me.
Okay, that's a lie. We are going after the most dangerous criminals. However, if you're caught up in us actually getting the most dangerous criminals and you're in legal too, guess what? You got to go too. You got to go too. And that's what's happening. Prioritizing the most dangerous, but still, if you are here illegally also as well, you got to go too, because you're breaking the law. And Charles Peanut Tillman, you don't want to enforce the law? Hey, get out.
Right with my conscience. Like, you have the ability to refuse an order. Like, just because they say go arrest this person, like, okay, yeah, you're my superior. Like, I don't have to go do that. You can't make me go do that. I'm not in the military. You gave me an order, but I can totally refuse that order. At the end of the day, I want to be on the right side of history when it's all said and done. Do I think they're individuals in the organization? Do they like doing some of the stuff that they're doing? Absolutely not. I think they hate it. I think I was in a different position because of my previous career. I made enough money to where I could just walk away and say, you know what, guys? I'm okay. I think I'm good. My first 8 years, I've been solid. We were doing some good things. Some of the stuff you guys are doing now, I don't necessarily agree with. And that's not in Chicago. That comes from Washington. And I left in good terms with people and my friends, and I don't have like a sour taste or bitter taste in my mouth.
Hold up. Limitless.
Yeah. You guys saw that right there. He was actually told to enforce the law, and he said, nah, I'm good. Hey, you made a whole bunch of money? You didn't need a job? I mean, the FBI, folks, we know that the FBI is extremely corrupt. And there's a new sheriff in town with President Trump, Castile Dan Bongino. And he's like, nah, I'm good. Hey, get out. Get out. I mean, this is, I didn't know he was in the FBI. But if you don't want to enforce the law, hey, leave. Leave. And I believe he's also from a military family as well. When I was in the military, guys, guess what? Of course, you couldn't quit if it was you were still in your enlistment. I mean, think of this, guys. We have the National Guard out there, too, protecting our streets because some of these Democrat cities, they don't want to do their job. If you're in the military, you can't say, nah, I'm not going to go and actually protect citizens. No, I can't do that. I must let the criminals run amok. Wow. But Charles Peanut Tillman, man, former NFL player, Pro Bowler, said, nah, I'm good. I'm out. Good. Because he's not the kind of person I want in law enforcement. He's not the kind of person I would actually want in DHS. If he's perfectly okay with criminal illegal aliens roaming the streets, he shouldn't be in that job. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and white sports fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, and we will catch you next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.